information on things like the history of Albariño, the etymology, the grape name, plus things like viticulture and vinification, then please check out our advanced version, which is ideal for WSET Level 3 and Level 4. So, as mentioned, my name is Jimmy Smith. I am the founder and owner of West London Wine School, also South London Wine School, both in London and the United Kingdom. And also there is a wine bar, Streatham Winehouse, which is a really cool place to come and hang out. My top handle there for Twitter and Instagram is @WineWithJimmy. If you have any comments or questions, please get in touch. But otherwise, if you are in London, please come for a class or come for a glass. It would be great to see you. Let's go through Albariño. So Albariño is an Iberian grape variety. We know this because of DNA profiling. It is not Germanic, as many people believe that it was brought across by the Germans. That's why Albariño means white Rhine. But in fact, it is from Galicia and North Portugal. So that is our northwest Iberian area. It is called Alvarinho in Portugal and Albariño in Spain, but it is the same grape variety. It is more accepted that it's more Portuguese in origin today, but the boundaries, of course, have changed over time. So we really say a northwest Iberian variety. It's a white grape that needs cooler conditions, up to sort of moderating conditions as well. So, of course, you find it in these cooler parts of the Iberian Peninsula, so our Atlantic-influenced areas, in comparison to the other side of Spain, which is Mediterranean. So Albariño loves it up here in this neck of the woods. You really find it as a varietal. There's one or two blends in certain parts, but normally it is preferred as a single grape variety making a single style variety wine. That's because it's one of the most highly regarded grape varieties from Spain. So often as a varietal. And it's normally, because it's so lovely with its flavor and its aromatics, it's normally produced by winemakers in inert vessels. That is meaning, of course, not anything to do with oxidative oxygen vessels. So these are stainless steel, sometimes cement as well, or old oak, but it tends to be stainless steel to protect the beautiful aromatics and fruitiness of Albariño. So yes, unoaked styles. And there is a bit of a gain of body or texture in Albariño if the winemaker, if he or she decides to actually keep it in contact with its lees. This is the dead yeast cells that are spent after fermentation. They impart texture and roundness and body. So that is quite common, and it really works well with the acidities, which are very high in Albariño. Its key locations then, really it is only in Iberia, and it is majorly focused in the northwest of Iberia. So here we have the autonomous Spanish region of Galicia. And Galicia is at the end of the pilgrimage route with that gorgeous city and cathedral called Santiago de Compostela. And then the wine regions are immediately below that area. The major one is the Dio of Rías Baixas, meaning bays and inlets, as it is scattered along the coastline, mainly, of this beautiful landscape, which has been shaped and carved by the Atlantic effect. So Rías Baixas is all about Albariño. About 90% of it is this variety. There are some other varieties here, but you are not required to know those. And then across the border, we find the very large Vinho area, which makes Vinho Verde. Vinho Verde, meaning green wine, is all to do with the youthfulness of the wine here, and there are different sub-levels here of this as well. You just need to know that it makes quite a fresh wine. And in fact, I think it's not hugely mentioned in your textbooks, but for your own information, it's an important area for Albariño. What is it like in style? Then Albariño really has gorgeous stone fruits, peach, apricot, citrus fruits, lemon, lime, grapefruit, and then sometimes a bit of red apple. It is also very floral. Top left is like white flowers, jasmine, chamomile. Top right is honeysuckle, and often a bit of a saltiness as well due to its location next to the Atlantic. So stone fruit, citrus fruit, floral, and that little bit of brininess is possible. Also, texturally, it can be quite rounded, and that means they are normally light to medium bodied. Lightest ones will have no lees contact, and then the medium-bodied ones will have lees contact. The acidities are always very high, and the wines are dry. So, sorry, my screen just disappeared then. So I hope you've enjoyed that short session on the Albariño grape variety. Once again, if you do require more information about history, etymology, viticulture, vinification, then please look at our advanced version, which you can find the link in the description below this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Jimmy Smith of West London Wine School, South London Wine School and Streatham Winehouse. Thank you once again. I hope you've learned something and see you again soon.